Because for a person to contest in an election, he must have been part of the process right from the primary. He must have canvassed for votes. People of Kogi State opened their eyes and preferred Audu as their candidate. For whatever reason that Wada has not performed, that is his own business. For a city governor to have been so trounced in this way means that he failed. So I still believe that if they prefer that man, they will probably still cast their vote for his party. But it must be done properly. So you cannot conduct a primary and ask APC to go and bring a new candidate. Because the votes alive now are not votes that can be transferred to a new person. And you cannot give it to Faleke. Because at the time the election was declared to be inconclusive, Faleke was just an associate of a governor-elect who should have been duly declared, but who was not yet declared. So the mandate of Faleke died upon the announcement of the death of Audu. There's nothing anybody can do about Faleke. And I'm even surprised that Faleke emerged as a running mate to Audu, because it's clear now that it was an illegal choice for APC. Because Faleke is representing Lagos State in the Federal House of Representatives. I wonder what happened in that regard, or what permutations or what substitutions were done to enable him, while still serving in the Federal House of Representatives on behalf of Lagos State, to just vamoose and appear in Kogi State as a running mate. I didn't know how it is.
So the tester.
So the solution therefore is, I then looked at, we go to section 181 sub 2. Section 181 sub 2 says, if death occurs in the course of governance, assuming the governor of a state and his deputy were going in the same plane and there was a crash, their mandate, they have been already elected or they've been declared, they are already ruling, INEC would declare a fresh election, cancel their mandate, because death has annulled it.
But you just said that except the person has been declared by INEC as the winner, and that's what this sub 2 is saying, that if they've been properly elected.
Yes. I'm
but
saying
that's
that
not the case
in a situation where even there is a proper declaration, the Constitution says cancel the election and do a fresh one. How much less this one that is inconclusive? That's why I'm using the analysis to say the option for us now is a fresh start. Cancel the election completely.
Okay, so but what do you say about the timing? Because the election has to hold at a particular time before the expiration of the present government.
That's on the 27th. If we continue this statement by 27th of January, the Speaker of Kogi State will take over the reins of that state. We have to do it now.
Okay, let's see if the politician can help us. We'll come back to the indigent to find out what the people of Kogi want here. But the politician, what do you think is the solution here?
First of all, election is a pyramid. It has a very wide base that accommodates campaigns, filling of candidates, and the rest of them. And then you graduate and you get to the apex. It is at the election takes place at the base, which is the beginning of the pyramid. And at that level, that's where you have the result declared in accordance with section 63. And let me read, because sometimes we quote these things off head. Section 63(1). The presiding officer shall, after counting the votes at the polling unit, enter the votes called by each candidate in a form to be prescribed by the commission. Then 4, the presiding officer shall count and announce the result at the polling unit. Then 65, after recording the result of the election, the presiding officer shall announce the result and deliver same and the election material under security to the next level, which is the collating officer. Now, elections are was held across the state at the polling unit. The problem we have been having in Nigeria is tampering with the will of the people, haven't expressed them at the polling unit at the various collating centers, which is the case here in Kogi. Before it gets to the apex, it has changed. The man who declared the election inconclusive, and I repeat, should be investigated and prosecuted in accordance, because you ought to, by section 28, let me read, he ought to have taken an oath of loyalty and neutrality before he assumed that office. So
you're thinking the man is biased? But the lawyers have just told you that he was within the ambit of the law.
Listen, you can always hide under any mischief. The lawyers have also agreed that there is no one law that dealt with the Kogi situation. All the lawyers that have spoken.
No, as regards the declaration by the yes, he said he's within his ambient of the law.
But it's within his ambit, but he did it out of mischief. Because he did not, first of all, the total votes with which Audu was leading was 41,000, about so. And Elections has been concluded. Those council has been cancelled. It was not a fake INEC that conducted those elections. It was the same INEC. INEC, the man that declared those results inconclusive, has no power under the law. Once election has been declared, the only body that can overturn those elections is the court. And as we speak, elections has
But
been...
who would declare the election? Is it not he is a returning officer?
He is just a mere collating officer. And his duty was to return what was handed to him by another layer. That's why I describe election as a pyramid. He tampered with the process. He jeopardized the process. He ambushed the process because of sinister motive. And that is why I say Section 28(2). They should investigate him and prosecute him as a lesson, because we should not allow our vote
of Esau, the voice of
yes, we should not allow, see,
the people,
and then
people are using him.
Now let me finish my explanation, because see, those who, the collating officer that came from various local government, some testified that there was overvoting. He is covered under Section 53(2). If there is overvoting, is covered to cancel and allow if the election of overvoting can take place. But in case of thuggery, in case of ballot box snatching, in case of any other offense, he is not covered.
You're almost a lawyer. Yeah. Let's ask the Kogi indigenous.
We can't prosecute him, and that's the truth. There's no basis for his prosecution.
You are an indigenous of Kogi. Tell us, what exactly would the Kogi people want now? Maybe
I should just add that we have heard that people of the Kogi East Senatorial District, they want the son of the late Audu to be the governorship candidate. The governor, the incumbent governor, wants himself declared. In fact, right now he's also gone to court to stop APC from doing any primaries, to bring up any other person. What is it that the Kogi people want?
Let me start with the incumbent governor going to court, seeking to be declared as the governor. Anybody can go to court. Anybody can go. It's left for the court to return him or not. But coming back to the issue of Kogi East Central District rooting for the son of the late Prince Audu to be the APC Bank candidate, I think it is the height of insult, because to me, a government seat is not the personal stool that you passes the mantle of leadership when the father died to the son. If people are debating or they are arguing or whatever it is they are doing, that Faleke should not be giving or should not assume the position of the APC gubernatorial candidate after the demise of Prince Audu, what right has the son of the governor, or the late governor has, the late Audu has, to now become the APC governor's candidate?
So what would you want as an indigent?
What we want is INEC to reverse their early pronouncement and declare the election conclusive. If INEC declare the election conclusive, Faleke automatically become the what you call APC candidate.
That's it.
Whatever anybody wants can go to court. And the lawyer has spoken here that okay, the situation in front of us in Kogi State, there is no provisional, there is no constitutional provision that really dealt with it. So if there is no provisional constitution that dealt with it, go for the nearest thing now. And the nearest thing is if Audu has been declared the winner of the election, automatically Faleke will have been the deputy governor.
Yes.
And if in the course of it Audu died, automatically Faleke becomes the governor of Kogi State.
But the lawyer also said that death negates whatever it is.
But Faleke is alive now. Faleke is not dead.
But Faleke did not get any vote. It was Audu that got the vote.
APC
That's what the lawyer said.
No, APC got the vote. APC got the vote, not Faleke or Audu.
No. Have you forgotten that they ran on the joint ticket?
Okay.
It's a joint ticket
together.
Okay, all right,
and they campaign together. They went on the rigors of the campaign together.
We have to go. We have to go.
Serious.
So,
APC didn't get the ticket.
Okay.
Who got the ticket?
The party was a platform upon which candidates...
It remains a party.
No, excuse me, sir. The eye of the party is the candidate. And the party cannot solicit for vote for itself. It will be soliciting for vote for particular candidates. So both of them got the votes, both the candidate and the party. When one goes, the vote collapse. If it is APC that had been declared to be a non-existent party by a court in the course of the election, where we have to go? So one cannot sustain the other. If APC dies, the vote dies. If the candidate dies, the vote also dies.
okay.
Now let's go to Mr. Nene. Yes, in closing, everyone has said, you know, the way they think it should go. Where do you think this should go?
Once again, it does appear that most Nigerians are not appreciative of my argument so far. I said Section 36 of the Electoral Act shuts the door against APC.
No.
There is no sentiment about it. It provided time within which a death can occur and party will be allowed to substitute its candidate.